doesn't it? As they stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that boxing can.
Keep your hands up, keep it chin tuck. It's the one and only Ghost with the shadow in the front. Hope y'all having a blessed day. It's like World War III out there. Nah, it ain't World War III, but I hope y'all being safe out there, man. And just dropping a short live real quick. I'm not gonna be doing, just so you know, I got the Hitchens fight over here, so if I'm looking to the left, I don't think I'm gonna be streaming it though, because I do have to go somewhere. But I wanted to get this live out here real quick because actually the live is a couple days. I mean, this live that I'm doing right now, it's a couple days old actually. So I just want to put it out there for like the archives. Let me get this shit straightened up real quick. Hold up. Let me get my make sure that's working. Make sure that's working. Put that over there. Hit that up like that. And wait a second. Is just in case, is the link different this time? Is it? Let me see. No, it should be okay. Okay, hopefully that'll do it, because if not, well, it don't matter. I'm going to be unsubscribing for StreamYard anyway, so I'm going to be finding a brand new one. What's going on, Nostalgic? How you doing, brother? Hey, man, what you thinking about the world news out there, man? It's like World War III, World War IV, World War V. Crazy, man. This world is crazy, man. As you get older, man, you kind of get like desensitized. What is it? They call it desensitized or whatever, man, to all this stuff, man. You just be looking at I just turn on the news now. I turn on the news now and I'm just like, bro, whatever, bro. Let's just get it over with, man. Bomb me. Hey, what's going on, Spicy? How you doing? What's going on, HOD? Well, I mean, not for nothing. I saw something before I went live, right? Before I went live, I saw something in regards to Iran, right? And I don't know how to say this, but like, I think what's going on, right? Obviously, bro, I'm not in the military anymore, but I can tell you, like, from what I can see and what they're doing, right? What Israel did was pre-planned like a long time ago, because right before I went live, I saw uh a clip, an article, right? Because yesterday when Iran shot all those missiles, right? Israel has like this thing called like a dome. It's like a dome, and it stops all the missiles and stuff, right? And I think they shot like 300 or something like that. Just, I'm giving a rough estimate. I'm telling you what I just saw. They shot like 300 something, and like 10% went through, right? But it was what Israel did, which was crazy. Yesterday, when Israel hit what they did over there, right? It goes to show you like the mentality. So like Iran's just trying to shoot missiles, right? They're trying to hit certain things, right? But Israel is very strategic, because they were talking about how much money each strike cost or whatever. Anyway, long story short, they hit all these targets that they were the scientists of the Iran, all the nuclear scientists, and they killed like, so let's say there's 15 scientists, they already took out 12. And apparently they've been spying on them. They knew exactly where the scientists were for over 10 years. So that just goes to show you, man, like a lot of the stuff that we see, man, people's been planning this stuff for a long time. But anyway, man, that's here no there. I mean, I'm so desensitized to it, man. It is what it is. I turn on news every day. I just saw a skyscraper in Dubai, like a hundred. It looked like it was gonna fall. But anyway, let's talk about boxing real quick. One of the things I wanted to talk about. What did I say? I didn't even say nothing. What do you mean? What did I do? Nah. Nah, man. Oh, yo, yeah. Let me say something on that, bro. Real quick, man. Look, man. In my last live, I was spazzing out, and I want to apologize to certain people, bro. Not everybody, but I do realize some of the things I was saying was kind of wrong. But just to be clear, like you guys should know that watch me, man. You know what I mean? Like I put up with a lot of shit, and sometimes I'm not feeling well, and I'm not gonna lie, like there's days where like the trolls get to me. You know what I mean? I'm human, bro. But I said some things that maybe I shouldn't have said because I saw like these things in the news today where some kids they're taking like these kids out of school and everything and the families and stuff. And even though I have my own view on whether you should come to this country legally or not, what I said was wrong. So because there's a lot of Mexican people that do support me, and I wasn't talking to y'all directly anyway. I was just talking to there's a handful of people, bro, that's been really they don't come here to talk boxing. I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying. I don't care if you like the fighter that I'm talking about. I don't care about none of that. Y'all welcome, bro. Is there's a handful of people that come here and they literally just focus on disrupting my stream. They say certain things knowing that it'll get me out of character. Like the one guy that he don't come here no more, but the guy that kept coming here saying shit about my son and my father, you know, like just stupid shit like that. It's like, bro, just you don't even know me, but they doing it on purpose. And certain things, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something bad. I'm not just gonna let you do whatever you want, you know. But I did kind of. I think it was wrong, bro. So I wasn't talking to the mainstream Mexicans, bro. There's a lot of Mexicans that support me, bro. I just certain dudes don't come here to talk boxing. That they come here literally to disrupt my stream. Those are the people I got a problem with, which is kind of funny. What did I? No, what did I do? Seriously, tell me. Text me. Just text me and tell me what I did wrong. What did I do? Um. Yeah, that's. Oh, you want me to call you by your real name? I didn't know if you want me doing that though online. That's all. That's all. I'm only doing it because we're online. Like I don't know if you want me to tell people your name. Come on now, you should know that. I'm not just gonna blurt out your real name and shit. And besides, you know why I don't talk. You know why, bro. Stop acting like, come on now. Anyway, I know, but still. Um, so this is funny, bro. The last couple of days, I've been looking at some streams with other channels, right? Shout out to all the other channels and everything. But I'm gonna tell you something that's really been I don't know how to necessarily say it, okay? But put it like this. I get it. People have channels, people do things to get streams and likes and views, right? I get it. And maybe that's why I don't have a lot of subscribers because I don't do the whole this is what I think is going on. You want to know what I think is going on? And it's probably been going on for a long time, but I've been noticing it with certain channels and certain fighters and stuff like that. This is what I think is going on. I see certain channels talking about certain fighters, right? And then you got other channels talking about another fighter. And it's almost like they're orchestrating some fake beef or some shit, but yet the channels are cool with each other. And then some of them put out lies. Like that's just my opinion. I feel like it's misinformation. You know what I mean? And it's like it's all a play. It's all a play to me because first off, you're a boxing fan if you watch boxing. Okay, not everybody's gonna like certain styles. Not everyone's gonna like certain fights. So let's make one thing clear. Let's make one thing clear. If anybody says to you, "Well, if you don't want to see this fight, you're not a boxing fan," listen to that statement right there. Not everybody's gonna like every matchup. Not everybody's gonna like every fight. I do think you should watch. If you're a boxing fan, me personally, I try to catch all the fights. But make no mistake, bro. There's certain fights that I think are gonna be trash. That doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it. It doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about it. It doesn't mean that I won't promote it. But I do think certain fights, are over marinated. How many of y'all think that when Mayweather fought Pacquiao, how over marinated that was, right? By the time Errol Spence and Crawford, by the time Errol fought Crawford, bro, let's be honest. If he would have fought Spence before the car accidents, I still had Crawford winning. I'm just saying, bro. It was so over marinated by that time. Errol Spence had been in multiple accidents. He had eye surgery. He had a whole bunch of things. Oh no, the eye surgery might have been after that, but he did have the eye problem. The point is that by the time they had the fight, it was not what we expected, right? I look at the same thing with certain other fights. That's why I don't believe in this whole let's wait. You know what I mean? Wait. I was talking the other day about Top Rank, right? Even though I'm not like pro PBC, pro whatever, right? I'm pro boxing. I do like Top Rank. Because I like the way they move their prospects. I don't think they wait forever to throw their prospects in there. Now we do have one-offs like Berlanga and other things. And make no mistake, bro, the business of boxing is dirty. But I think that some fights aren't going to turn out the way that we think they are. And I do believe you're as good as your last fight. You know, when they say you're as good as your last fight, I believe that, bro. You are as good as your last fight, right? That doesn't, everyone has a bad night at the office, but let me get to my point. First off, the glazing in boxing is crazy to me. The glazing in boxing is ridiculous, bro. It's kind of worrisome at times. I'm starting to think some of these guys are actually gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. But let me show you this, man. I don't even know if I wanted to start so early with this, bro. But it's kind of shocking, and it's got nothing to do whether you like Devin Haney or not, because you know how I feel about Devin. But you also know that I'm very honest when it comes to anybody, right? I don't just disrespect fighters. I don't think that people are cab drivers or Walmart clerks, even though Shakur did fight an actual electrician. I respect the sport, right? But let me bring up T.O. and Devin real quick, okay? In my opinion, right, if the fight was going to be announced, if it was, I got no problem promoting that fight. I got no problem talking about it. You know who I'm going to go for, right? But there's a reason why some people don't want to see that fight, bro. There's a clear reason why people don't want to see that fight. All right? And it's got nothing to do with people are afraid and stuff like that. It's kind of funny how some people that actually promote not stealing fights. So these are people that so-called pay for pay-per-views. If I paid for a pay-per-view, if I paid imaginary fight, I pay for a pay-per-view, and 3 out of the 4 fights, the guys aren't even engaging. Do you know how mad I'm gonna be, bro? Do you know how mad I've been? And people want to take things to the extreme and say rock 'em, sock 'em, and stuff like that. It ain't that, man. The fact of the matter is, a lot of these guys are getting paid a lot of money, especially under Turkey. And I feel like the opposite is happening. Some of these guys are just cashing in a check. And if I see a fight and the dude is not engaging, bro, why are you getting mad at me? That I feel like I don't want to see it. I'm not so eager to see. I'm not saying I'm not going to watch it. I'm not saying I'm not going to talk about it. I'm saying, why you getting mad at the fans for saying that we're not so eager to watch bro fight, bro? What? Like, how is that? People are paying. Not everybody fire sticks, bro. I fire sticks sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but the last couple of pay-per-views, every time I stream, I pay for the pay-per-view. I want to support boxing, and not only that, but fire stick streams suck, bro. They just keep buffering and everything. And not only that, I think you should support boxing if you have the money. What did HOD say? What do you say, HOD? You go to like a bar or something? I don't drink, so I don't go to no bar. I don't drink, but like that. I think he said he goes to the bar and he chips in if it's on TV or something like that, or go to like a restaurant or whatever the hell y'all got by you. Um, yo, G Funky, yo, you know your name was brought up, bro. Not surprisingly, huh? Not surprisingly. Did you see it though? Did you see when your name was brought up? I'm gonna talk about it right now. Yo, the glazing is surprising, bro. The glazing another man is surprising, bro. Yeah, y'all think I play around when I say I think some of these dudes are actually like they got sugar in their tank? You think I'm playing? I'm gonna show you right now, brother. You think I'm playing, right? When I say some of these dudes got sugar in their tank. So the other day, I'm going through a whole list of channels, and one of the dudes I watch to get a laugh, right? Oh, by the way, I know some of you guys that watch me watch him. I don't care. I want to make something clear. Like I don't ever be like, oh, this guy's over there. He's on an ops channel. I could care less where you go, bro. I mean, I could care, bro. I appreciate anybody watching me, bro. I could care less if you watch me, and as soon as I get off alive, you go to somebody that hates my guts, bro. I could care less, bro. You're not responsible for what comes out of their mouth. You're not responsible for their content. I appreciate you being here. As long as you ain't disrupting the stream, I could care less, bro. But I be seeing some of the dudes that be over here. They be over at BTFB's channel, right? Now, we all know BTFB. If you don't know him, he's a pro Devin Haney channel. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. If that is a fight, if that is a fighter that you like, there's nothing wrong with that. Why do I mention him? And other, I haven't just been mentioning him. In 2025, I've been mentioning anybody I feel like, right? Because I've taken this approach where it's like, look, man, some of these guys are so damn disrespectful to their own subscribers. I feel like who's gonna speak up for them? You know what I mean? And not only that, but this is like competition, right? If I see you say something stupid, I'm gonna say something. I'm pretty sure they've done it with me before. Okay. In fact, I know some low other channels that are not so big. No big channels mention me. They probably don't even know who I am. I've seen other smaller channels bring up my name and talk shit. It's all good, bro. It's all competition. So, showbiz, if you don't know, but by the way, if I explain certain things, it's because I've actually been looking at some of my comments in my analytics. There are actually people that are not hardcores that watch me. So sometimes I got to explain things. Somebody was messaging me the other day telling me to explain certain words that we use. So not everybody's like a hardcore that watches me. So if I got to explain certain things, that's why. So don't be like, what the fuck are you explaining that for? That's why. It's because not everybody watches boxing like how I do, or some of y'all in the chat. So Showbiz, one of the, I would say, if not top, he's got a lot of subscribers, works for the Zone now, right? Was talking about the so-called running rule, right? And last week, and I know this is old, and I was going to talk about this the other day, but something happened yesterday, which is why I'm talking about it now. But when Turk Al-Sheikh, the guy who has been funding a lot of the Riyadh fights or whatever, right, came out with the tweet about fighters running, right? And of course, I have it right here just to make it clear. This is where the line comes in, because I feel like people lie, right? It's very clear when you read someone's comment, or you can look at a situation and know who is talking about what and why they're saying what they're saying, right? So he had said, you guys have seen it by now, right? I don't have to pull it up, but I think I might have it anyway. Yeah, I have it anyway, so I'll pull it up anyway. just to show the people that haven't seen it. Hold on one second. So Turk had said this, right? From this point on, I don't want to see any more Tom and Jerry type of boxing matches where one fighter is running around the ring and the other is chasing him. We can, I think he meant to say we can no longer support these kind of fights with Riyadh season in the ring. We want to support fighters who leave it all in the ring with heart and pride, right? So this is where your name got caught up, G Funky. So it's not a surprise that certain channels try to automatically go to you don't have to be a genius or a detective to know who he's talking about here. He's talking about William Skull and he's talking about Devin Haney, right? So PTFB was going off on Showbiz, calling him Uncle Tom and all this other shit, right? And he brought your name into it. I'm gonna show you a clip too. I'm gonna show you a clip. He brought your name up, G Funky. He said, so he was called here. Let me just play some of it. This is gonna be hilarious, bro, because I want you to see this. And it's not just him. I'm picking him out specifically, but bro, if you glazing like this, bro, the shit got to be called out because it is kind of gay. I'm gonna show you where it gets gay in a second, but first you got people that are delusional. He's very, very clear. He's talking about Devin Haney and he's talking about William Skull, right? So BTFB went off and said, "Oh, nah, he's talking about William Skull specifically. He's talking about him specifically." Because the Crawford and Canelo fight is coming up, right? Anybody that knows the Turk, bro, you know that the man is not afraid to say what he wants to say. Let's not forget, this is the same man. This is the same man who threatened, in a way, he threatened Canelo live. Y'all remember when he threatened Canelo live? It sounded like a threat to me. It sounded like a threat to me. This is before Canelo was on board with Crawford and everything, right? It was during the Crawford pay-per-view. And if you've seen, I forgot the interview where Crawford said it was a couple weeks ago. Crawford said that Turkey reached out to him like back when he fought Amir Khan or something. That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. So this whole Canelo shit, him wanting to fight Canelo, I think they've been talking about it for a long time. But anyway, at that time, Canelo wasn't with Turkey or nothing, right? This is when he did the pay-per-view and gave himself the Hall of Fame and was doing all that. And we were laughing like, bro, this dude inducted himself into the Hall of Fame, right? Nobody nominated him, nothing. He inducted himself. Then they asked him about Canelo and he said, Turk said, and I quote something like, well, Canelo, if he knows what's best for him, right? If he knows what's best for him. He said the same thing in regards to Tim Tszyu. He said it for another fighter. So Turkey does not hold his mouth for nobody. This man, you got to remember, this man's got a lot of money or access to money. So he's not afraid to say what he's going to say. And who's going to say anything to him? He's paying these guys. When you read this statement, right? And before I start playing the clips, when you read this statement, it's very clear that he's talking about Devin Haney, right? Yeah. So this is what he said, brother, before I play a couple clips of him. And I'm going to show you some shit that really puzzled. Yo, one clip I'm going to play you, it puzzled me. Like, I literally stopped and analyzed my life, bro. I analyzed my life. I was like, yo, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for certain things. I'm thankful I'm not like that, bro. But just so you know, I don't care. Y'all could say it ain't I mean, it ain't snitching. The dude said it on live. I'm just telling you because I know you and you come over here and I don't give a fuck. He ain't gonna do nothing to me. But he mentioned you and he mentioned D-Style and he mentioned Punch. He was talking about Latinos, right? basically were fake. Uh, which is another reason why I clipped it. I think it's hilarious, right? Basically, we don't understand boxing, right? And we love the whole Mexican style. And this is what I mean, but like the people go to the extreme. When we say we don't want to see somebody running, we don't mean stop running and drop your guard and just stand there and do the whole UFC slap shit. You hit me, I hit you. Like just act all dumb like defense doesn't exist. Why you gotta be so extreme? That's not what we're saying. Plenty of fighters. I love the stick and move type fighters, bro. It's harder to hit somebody, not get hit, and hit them than it is to stand there with your hands down and just trade shots. It shows ring IQ, it shows ring generalship, it shows your skills and your reflexes and everything. They jump to the extreme. But basically saying that you and D Styles used to watch him and now y'all don't, but you're probably watching him now, and he was going off on showbiz, saying that showbiz is a plant put in the community to disrupt black people. And he said, "You don't see Punch Drunk getting on other Latinos, do you?" And it was comedy to me. I'm watching this, but just to see the man so mad, I literally stopped what I did. And I like to watch a little show when I eat. I don't know why. I got into a bad habit a couple years ago where I have to watch something when I eat. You know what I mean? I used to be able to just eat. I ain't got to watch nothing. Now I got to have something set up. It's a bad habit. But anyway, man, I turned off my movie. I left his live right on. That shit was comedy. Seeing a man so upset over Devin Haney. Devin Haney. Of all people, bro. Of all people. Yo, that's why I go out of my way to say what I say about Tiafimo, bro. That's why. That's why. I can't see myself glazing for another man, bro. I can't. It's suspect to me, bro. It's suspect to me when you start glazing like this, bro. So there's a couple of things I want to show you. Let me show. And not only that, but he treats his subscribers like shit, bro. The people that support you, you treat them like shit and you call them stupid and you call them this and that. Is that how you treat the people that watch you and support you? And the people, I watch them for comedy, pure comedy. But not only that, but to also get into the mind of people of how they think. You have to understand, like, not everyone's going to think like you, which is why I started the live with, I see people say all the time, if you don't like this, you're not a boxing fan. So because I don't like what you like, I'm now don't like the sport of boxing. I see that all the time. It's right up there with anytime people are debating and you say something of substance and you can't answer it, your only answer is to say, you don't know shit about boxing. That's the famous comeback. That's the famous comeback. When you're stuck in a debate and you can't answer nothing and they got you pinned against the wall, you don't know shit about boxing is the go-to. It's the go-to answer. Yeah, if you're saying you don't know shit about boxing, you're stuck right now. It's like you're getting your ass whooped in the fight. Not everybody it gravitates to the same thing, bro. And when people say we don't want to see a person being evasive, bro, we ain't talking about. You know who I didn't really like as a fighter? Julio Cesar Chavez. I don't think he was a good fighter and he went to the body well, but that's not my type of style. Like, for real, it's not. I like the textbook counter puncher, boxer puncher, counter puncher. I've always liked the dudes that could stun you with a shot or two, and set up the counter punches, or like they swing when you swing, or swing right at the end of your swing and catch you like a counter punch. You know what I mean? I've always gravitated to that. Plenty of fighters that I used to love growing up watching. Man, Sweet Pea Purnell. I thought that shit is art to me. Sweet Pea Purnell Whitaker, bro. Rest in peace, bro. This is why I get upset too when I see some of these dudes they're disrespecting these greats, man. But anyway, let me get back on track. He mentioned you and basically said that us Latinos don't know what we're watching, this and that, but then try to make it seem like he's not racist. But he says the most craziest shit. And I'm trying to show you the mindset of some of these people. So right here, let's just get into it, man. Let's get into it. Hold on. Let me show you. Okay, hold on. Okay. It goes to show. Okay, so he's going off on Showbiz because Showbiz said the no running rule. By the way, Showbiz did not make up this whole no running rule. I don't know why people are going around saying that. A lot of people have been saying this for a long time, that you should be penalized for not wanting to fight in a fight. He's not the first one to come up with that, bro. All right? He's not the first one to say, when I'm watching a fight, I want to see someone fight. And if you don't fight, then something should happen because I'm watching a fight. Like, he wasn't the first one to say that, bro. Just to let you know. But anyway, he goes off calling him a Sambo. I don't even know what a Sambo is, but anyway, said something like this.
They have brainwashed Mexicans so badly that you guys legitimately will look at a guy standing there and just throwing punches, getting punched on, throwing punches. Bro, that is whenever in the history of any sport does people say offense wins championships? Whenever, bro. Whenever did anybody ever say offense wins? No, they say defense wins championships. Defense. It's always been defense wins championships in every sport, in every capacity.
That's where you're wrong, brother. That's where you're wrong. Yes, defense wins games in basketball and football. And let's go to the Hall of Fame PBC judge, Steve Weisfeld. Since y'all love PBC so much, right? Since y'all love PBC so much, let me show you something here. Let me show you this. He's breaking down the 4 areas how you score a round. Boxing is scored on a round by round basis, right? We do not look at a fight and go, when you're scoring a fight, as you know, it is round by round. You score round 1, you score round 2, you score round 3, you score round 4. That is how a boxing fight is scored, right? This is from PBC, Hall of Fame judge. I want you to, mind you, he just said anybody will tell you only defense wins, right? Only defense wins. Let's go down to defense right here. Defense is important because it helps a boxer set up his offense. Most judges I have spoken to do not give credit for defense alone. If a boxer has good defense, it means he's not getting hit with punches. But let's remember the purpose of the sport: to land punches on your opponent. If a boxer, and I've said this many a times, listen to this, here it goes, I bring this up all the time. If a boxer throws 10 punches in a round but lands none of them, boxer B, in boxer B, let me read that again. If boxer A throws 10 punches in a round but lands none of them, but boxer B lands 0 and throws 0, you still have an even round. You understand that? That's why I always say all the time, you could throw 10 punches and I block them. I throw 10 punches and your ass is doing backflips. You're floating in the air. You're shooting fireballs. You're teleporting like Shang Tsung and all types of shit. You're doing all this wizardry shit, but you don't land a punch on me, bro. It's the same. Why? Why is that, BTFB? Because offense is what wins points. You don't only sport I know where defense actually gets you points is football. You throw an interception, you run it back, you score. Offense wins fights, not defense. Defense helps you set up your offense. Your defense can be a part of your offense if you're blocking all the punches, being evasive, and the other guy's getting tired. Yes, defense is important. Yes. But who in your right mind told you defense wins fights? That's a lie. This is why these people do not know what they're saying. They don't know what they're talking about. By the way, when he brought you up, BTFB, when he brought you up, it is, bro. It's terrible. And this is why, and look, man, this is why I go out of my way. This is why I flipped out the other live, though. This is why I flipped out the other live. Because I try to be fair, because I know this, bro. I've always said this since day one. I don't care where you're born from, what color your skin is, bro. You could be from Alaska and be one of the baddest fighters on earth, bro. I don't care about the race shit, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I love my people. I had anytime there's a great Puerto Rican fighter, I will support them. But bro, I have common sense. It don't matter where you're from. It don't matter the color of your skin. That's why when they come over here and they do this, it's to divide the stream, and they don't want to talk about boxing. And the people are portraying lies. They don't just talk boxing. Okay? Why don't we just take color and race out of it, bro? It don't matter whether you're black or white. Offense scores points, bro. Okay? That doesn't. He went off. He also said that when Showbiz brought up the no running rule, that it was about black people. That's not true. Who said that? Who said that? Rigondeaux did it. I've seen Rigondeaux not fight. I've seen Jamel Charlo not fight. I've seen Devin Haney not fight. Ryan did it after he got clipped with Rolly. Like who said that this applies to black people? That's in your head. And when he brought you up, G Funky, right? He said we're the same type of people that vote for Trump and are now upset that we're getting arrested. And it's like, I'm like, bro, do you see the mindset of these people? Like, first off, bro, no, he said we're the ones that are like mad at Trump for lying. We're like, you lied to us, Latinos for Trump. Like, bro, are you retarded, bro? The Latinos that voted for Trump are citizens, bro. It was part of his campaign. If he gets in, he's gonna clean up immigration. Like, he didn't lie to nobody. It's literally part of his campaign. Like, this is what I mean. Like, these people are so blinded by either a victim mentality or glazing other men. It's bad for the sport, bro. It's bad. So let me show you what really got to me, bro. Devin Haney went on X yesterday. Shout out to Devin Haney. Devin Haney went on X yesterday and said, I'm going to start doing look, here goes. This shit had me rethinking my life, bro. Devin Haney went on X and said, I'm going to start doing interviews. Right? I want to start interviewing small channels. And he put BTFB is first on my list. Do you know how this dude reacted, bro? I want to repeat that again. A man is on X saying, I'm going to start doing interviews. And BTFB is first on my list, bro. And this dude almost was gonna cry. He was gonna cry. This is him about Devin Haney right here. Look.
Devin said he's gonna start doing interviews with YouTubers, right? He's gonna start doing some interviews because he hasn't been doing them. So that's why he said you're first on his list. And I'm like, I was blew away. He put this on front. Do you guys realize what this is, bro? To all of his millions and millions of subscribers. 1 second.
Bro, he looks like he's about to cry. You see that? It looks like he's about to cry because Devin said he's going to give him an interview. I couldn't believe my eyes, bro. This is Glazing at the highest level. Check. Bro, he's like
Devin said he's gonna.
Bro, he literally looked like he's about to cry, bro. I swear, let Tiafimo says he's gonna give me an interview, bro. Watch what I say. I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, just whenever you're ready. You know what I mean? Look at this.
Wow. Wow, bro. Wow. Wow, 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 man, bro. Bro, do you guys understand? Do you guys understand? I didn't ask for this, y'all. I didn't ask for this. Like I said, if he was going to do this for me, for him to do this, bro. Y'all don't, man. Man, bro, man. Serious, bro, serious. For him to do this, bro, he did not have to do this.
Do what? Yo, bro, I don't mean to laugh at somebody, bro, but that's sad, bro. That's sad. He sat up there, was like, do y'all know what this means? He started go, bro, there's like a whole nother hour of it, bro. I just clipped it. Devin Haney says he wants to do an interview with him, and he's like, wow, almost started crying. Do you know what this means? Do y'all really know what this means, y'all? And I'm looking at him like, yeah, it means Devin want to give you an interview, bro. Then he starts going crazy because he says the whole Tom and Jerry shit isn't about Devin, that Devin doesn't run, and Turk wasn't talking about him. And I'm like, yes, he was, bro. I know. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. When I see another man do that for another man, it's weird, bro. So let me get to the whole point of what I'm saying, bro. I picked him for a reason, bro. That's not even part of it, bro. The whole thing is this whole Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. Let's be completely real here, okay? People are gonna have different viewpoints of whether you should see this fight or not. You want to know my viewpoint on it? I don't think T.O. needs Devin. Okay? I don't think he needs Devin. If the fight is announced, fine, I'll talk about it. I'm not going to waste my time talking about a fight that I don't think is going to happen. I've given my honest opinion on it. I don't think years ago it would have been a great fight. I don't think it will be. I could be wrong. I've been wrong about plenty of other things, bro. But to sit there and get on people because they don't want to see the fight, you know there's a reason for that, right? You know there's a reason for that. I'm not paying 50, 60, 70, $80 to watch a fucking fight and 80% of it not be a fight, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it, bro. I'm not. And if you want to turn it around and make it seem like, oh, well, y'all just want to put your hands down and go, rock 'em, sock 'em, then go ahead, bro. You could go to the extreme, but you know what people are saying, bro. I would have said it if it was Devin. I would have said it if it was anybody else. It doesn't matter, bro. There's other fights out there that I feel like would be more exciting stylistically. I mean, look, man, I get it that there's a rivalry, G Funky. I get it, bro. There's a rivalry with the fan. But okay, you know it's bad when you know in the back of your head. When you know in the back of your head, bro, most people know what's going to be more exciting in that fight. The promotion or the fight? Yeah, the promotion will be grade A. Pure entertainment. Is there any belts on the line? Does Devin Haney have any belts? No. And I told you, bro, I told you after that fight, this kid's going to have a hard time getting fights, bro. Not because people are scared to fight him. Not because people are scared to fight him. Because people don't want to fight him. There's a clear difference, bro. When people hear that, they're like, you see, they're ducking Devin. They're ducking Devin. You don't understand why, bro. You really don't understand why, bro. You really don't still. You still don't understand why, bro. I found that on the Tom and Jerry archives. You want to see it again? Here it goes. One last time. One last time, everybody. And then that's it. I'm not. I don't know. I gotta say if somebody wants it though. It's an archive though. I mean, it's literally what I see. Dude almost damn near cried, bro. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. First off, I've been seeing T.O. on X the past couple of days, right? Is he put something on about Tank's undercard? I saw him with the PBC hat, right? And then I saw somebody else. This whole breaking news thing ain't nothing breaking news, man. It's like we live in a simulation. I don't believe nothing no more until I see it on the schedule. Just 2 weeks ago, Devin Haney was fighting T.O. and everybody was running with it. And I'm like, where is it on the schedule? I don't see nothing. I don't see a poster. I don't see nothing. The posters don't mean shit. Anybody could do a poster. It's like, did Turkey say it, or where's the date? Nah, brother, nah. I understand what you're saying. No, it happens with us too, though. It happens with us too. That's why my last live, I went off, you know what I mean, on certain Latinos, because it's like there's Latinos that give other Latinos a bad name too, bro. It ain't just y'all. It ain't just y'all. That's why I try to keep it specifically boxing here. I don't do the whole racial shit. I mean, my son is black. Like, I don't do none of that shit. There's bad people in every, what does HOD say? There's bad people in every race. Like me and HOD, we go out of our way to make fun of other Puerto Ricans, bro. What to do with the tranny? Then you had that piece of shit. I don't even want to say his name. That's in jail for murder. Cheated on his wife with a beautiful woman and then killed her because he didn't want to take no responsibility, bro. Berlanga. I don't like Berlanga. That's my own personal reasons. So I understand, bro. I understand. And then, you know what? I'm glad for you seeing that, brother, because it's like they make it seem like it's just a racial thing. Like, they make it seem like only Latinos are like going at Devin. Bro, are you crazy, bro? I go under the comments when Devin comments. 90% of the people responding to him are other black people. Nobody wants to see running, bro. I get it. There's an incentive for other channels to do what they do, bro. But it is what it is. There's a reason why I don't go on other channels, bro. There's a reason. I have a reason, bro. I have a reason. Like, there's a difference between your opinion. There's a difference between a fact. I usually try to stop watching. Like, if I see a big channel start putting out propaganda, I kind of stop watching them at that point. I feel like you should be more responsible when you have more subscribers. You should be. You should be. That's how lies get put out and propaganda and all this other stuff. It's like, bro, there's nothing wrong with being a fan of a fighter. You're going to be a fan of a fighter, just like you're going to be a fan of a team if you watch sports. That's going to happen. But I mean, it shouldn't blind you, bro. It shouldn't blind you to the point where you're lying to people. Bro, for real, Tycho? Yo, is it his brother? Is it his brother, the one that is it the same brother that said Ryan Garcia was gonna get popped? Is it him? Who was, hey, yo, was that his real brother, by the way? Was that Devin Haney's real brother? The one that was laying down the day after the fight? And it was kind of weird, wasn't it weird? He's laying down and he says, hey, you know, Allah came to me in a dream and told me that Ryan Garcia is going to get popped. And then exactly that's what happened. Of course, Victor Conti was the head of that, or had a lot to do with that. He's the one. I think it's Bill. I think it's Bill. I think these channels do what they do, not for Devin. I think they do it for Bill. I really do. I think they do it for Bill. And I get it. Yo, I don't hate Bill. I like Bill. I'm talking to Bill a handful of times. And I think Bill is a likable guy. He's a likable guy. I think a lot of stuff he comes out of his mouth is crap, but still, he's a likable guy. You could tell he loves his son. He puts in a lot of work in regards to the promotions and everything like that. I get it. But I think why certain channels do what they do, it's got to be because of him. It's got to be. You are as good as your last fight, bro. Devin should be criticized for the shit he did. I expect fans to be like, I don't want to watch that shit. I expect fans to do that. Well, you want us to just forget that shit? No. That's why Turkey said what he said. And if you read between the lines what Turkey said too, he's basically saying, I'm not going to reward people that do that. Whether it's financial or whether it's giving you a good fight. And if it was just about William Skull, right? We all know Turkey. Turkey don't hold back shit. Turkey would have said, William Skull. He said, fighters. T.O. didn't have the greatest performance, but it's kind of crazy. He had the best performance on that card, I believe. That and that Japanese kid. I forgot whatever happened. That was his first fight too, the Japanese kid, right? He's fighting, bro. He don't even look like a fighter. I mean, looks don't mean nothing. Looks don't mean nothing. Looks don't mean nothing, but still. I don't know. I don't know, man. How many of y'all think how many of y'all think that that plays go on in the media? Do you know what I mean by that? So like for instance, you know, like when an artist, like when a hip hop artist starts beefing with another hip hop artist, right? Some dude was doing an interview on with Sway, right? And he said at the time when Kendrick and Drake were going at it, he said the game, I forgot the guy's name. He said the game had called him and told him, yo, let's do a fake beef. You make a song about me, I make a song about you. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. No, if I make a song about somebody, I'm gonna diss you. I'm gonna say some shit you're not gonna like, you know, and it's gonna turn into some real beef. But then he realized like a lot of the shit is like that. It's all orchestrated. And I think the same shit goes on YouTube. I think these dudes get together in the background and they're like, all right, I'm going to do a live and I'll talk about this and I'll promote this. And then you go live the same night and then you go this and you do that. And I see it happen in the LDBC. I see it happen everywhere, bro. And it's like, bro, I mean, I get it, bro. It's about views and everything, but don't lie. Like, tell the truth, though. Tell the truth. Because that's the shit that makes me not want to watch you. Like, I don't care if you watch me or not, bro. I don't care. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. If I don't know something, I'm going to say I don't know it. On 4 occasions now, since 2 years, for the last 2 years, on 4 occasions now, and it's my fault, based off the social media and the internet, I took it upon myself to think that certain things were going to happen, and they didn't even end up happening. Because I'm taking channels at their word, you know what I mean? So it's almost like the news. It's like I can't tell what's real anymore. So I'll just keep it real and tell you the truth. Like, Devin, I never said he was a trash fighter. I'm just saying I am not gonna be sitting here like trying to be like I want to see T.O. and Devin, because I honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't. You can say I'm not a boxing fan. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see it. If it happens, yeah, I'll talk about it. if it starts, if it's promotion, if they start doing a press conference and everything, yo, I'll break it down, whatever. But I'm not gonna go out of my way. Like, how can you blame somebody for saying they don't want to see it though? Like 140 Tio, right? Wouldn't I rather see him fight? I don't know. I'd rather see him. I know Richardson Hitchens came in overweight, right? Twice. Did he come in twice? He came in twice, right? I don't know, man. I mean, I understand, bro. At the end of the day, Tycho, because you know, one thing is this, bro. I don't know what goes on in I don't know what goes on in other people's lives. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I could tell you that a lot of people that I subscribe to, I don't hold the same mentality as them. But that's why I subscribe to them though. For real. Like, I really think that I don't know if you notice about me. I do not subscribe to people that have a like-minded mentality of me. I actually I tend to, other than people that are like racist and fucking, if you're racist and disrespectful shit like that, that's different. But like, I usually tend to watch people that have an opposite mindset of me because I'm trying to understand where they come from. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why, if you notice, sometimes I don't even want to be dropping a link when HOD's here. Cause I know how he is. That's my guy. That's my bro. But we clash, right? With our mindsets. That's all. But I do find it interesting because I want to see how people think, right? Now HOD is different because HLD has been here since day one. Just like you, Tycho, you've been here since day one. Yo, what's going on? Where you been, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute, right? When was the last time I seen you? And Tycho. Yeah. I think it has been a while. I don't know what it was. But it's also like with the tank situation, and it's just everybody, bro. Like, I want you, like, I'm gonna be very transparent with how I see shit, bro. Like, I don't see no problem in saying I don't want to see that if the last fight you saw with the kid, he ran. I don't see no problem with that. I feel like it's like, what do they say? You're rewarding bad behavior, right? I don't blame Tio. I don't blame him. Then I heard Tio speaking on X the other day. And what do they call it? The spaces? They call it the spaces? Man, I missed it. I was coming home and I saw Tio on X, and Tio was talking about how people are putting lies out about him. And I wanted to hop in there, but I couldn't because I was on my way home. But it was on the X Spaces thing. Tio had went on there and he was talking about, yeah, you know, people just lie on me all the time. I'm okay with it. He's really chill in that sense, bro. But he was saying, like, I caught a little bit of it. He was like, you know, people are gonna say what they're gonna say, but people don't really know what's going on, and they don't know whether I got a fight lined up or not. And he was saying that literally. Was saying that on X. Tio was saying that. And then some girl was there that was from like Richardson Hitchens camp. I think it was Richardson Hitchens camp. And he was like, look, she's here. I know she rocks with Hitchens. It's all good. Just don't lie on me. That's what Tio was saying. He was like, just don't lie on me. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Tycho, is he fighting tonight? That's not him right there, right? Because I was talking. I didn't see. That does look a little. Nah, is that him? He's not fighting today, is he? Devin Haney's brother? Devin Haney's brother, the one that you said that was going to fight. When is he fighting? What's his name? What's his name? Let me look him up real quick. Oh, yo, I can't even know if I'm taking you serious right now, bro. He's in the lab. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, he ain't went pro yet? I saw Devin with training with David Benavidez. Trying to hit the bag like him. I'm like, man, you already do that. You just do it slower. You already punch like that. You just do it. You just do it like 100 times slower, Devin. What the fuck you gonna learn from David? You already do pity pats. Bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna go at him more, bro. I'm gonna go at him more. Call me a fucking hater, bro. I know what the fuck I want to see and don't want to see. I know that for a fact. Is that what you said? Here comes the pillows, right? Hey, look. But Shakur still stopped that last dude, and he had problems with his hands. He had problems with his hands. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a mentality, bro. Like David Benavidez don't got heart. Yo, I'm telling you right now. Remember when Showbiz did that grip shit, the grip on the pay-per-view thing, and it showed that Shakur had the grip of a 15-year-old boy, right? I guarantee you, if they did that at 175 with David Benavidez, where you think his strength would come up? Probably not high, right? But his mentality, bro. If David Benavidez had power, oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. If that kid had power, bro, it'd be over, bro. It would be over. He got the height, he got the reach, he got the stamina, he got the speed. I don't think David Benavidez's defense is bad at all. I don't think it's bad. I don't. I think he's got very underrated defense. But if that boy had one punch KO power, it'd be a wrap, bro. It'd be a wrap. But even with him not having any power, his mentality, bro, his mentality to walk you down, and he's got good body shots. Like power shouldn't stop you. Power shouldn't stop you from fighting, bro. That's all I'm saying. I mean, yo, I give Shakur mad props, bro. Shakur had hand issues. Y'all could call him an electrician all you want. He's still a professional fighter. He was still ranked, right? and he stopped the dude. He stopped the dude. Why did Shakur stop him? Shakur stopped him because he knew in the back of his mind, if I go the distance with a damn electrician from 9 to 5, bro, that looks bad on me. He went out there, he stopped him. And when Shakur fought Artem, yeah, the crowd walked out. But I went back and I looked at that fight. He was trying. He was trying, bro. He was trying. He wasn't running. He was trying. He just didn't have power. That's a difference. That's a difference. Yo, how old is Nonito Donaire, bro? That dude's a Hall of Famer, bro. I like Nonito, man. I like Nonito. And you know what? He's not a you know why I like Nonito too? He's not a real you know, he's one of those fighters where he does his talking mainly in the ring, you know? Like he does it mainly in the ring. And I remember when he captured his title on PBC, the last one he had, I forgot who he fought. But that was impressive to me too. That was impressive the way he did that. His body shots, he goes to the body very, very well. Very good counter puncher to the body. Nonito. Yeah, Hawker. But even Floyd Mayweather, right? Hawker, didn't Floyd Mayweather have the sense to know you know, if I, like for instance, when Floyd fought Maidana the second time, right? He knew. Like, bro, I'm gonna have to stand here a little bit. You know what I mean? I guess the reason why I am the way that I am, bro, is because I just feel like I don't like shit that I feel like disrespects the sport. That's all I'm saying. That's all. That's all. Especially when I'm paying for a pay-per-view, bro. We damn near live in a recession right now, bro. We damn near, we are in a recession, kind of technically, or coming out of a recession, still heading towards one. I don't know. It's like we're always teetering back and forth on a recession, on a recession. The last last 8 years has been kind of like teetering back and forth, right? So unless you rich, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm a shit. I was supposed to go somewhere, on May 2nd too. I was supposed to go somewhere on May 2nd. I was supposed to go somewhere and I canceled the shit. That also got me mad too. So you got to look at it like that. That got me mad. Now it's my fault. It's my life. I did it. But I was like, there's no way this card is not going to be entertaining. Look who's on it. Look at the matchups. The whole card was lackluster, bro. Even Tios. Even Tios. Like, I'm very straight. Tio didn't have the best. Like Tio actually, Tio had Tio's skills. I know what he could do. You know what I mean? And I know he could do 10 times better than that. But the crazy thing is, even that performance was better than anything on the card. So it's like he should get no criticism for that fucking fight. If you're gonna criticize him, then you better say something about Devin. You better say something to Riot. You know what I mean? I think Rolly shined that night. I think Rolly was the one that got Rolly. I'm so happy for Rolly, man. I'm happy for Rolly, bro. I'm glad Rolly came out on top, bro. Because Rolly deserves it. Rolly carried the Tank pay-per-view. He carried the Isaac Cruz pay-per-view. I've seen fighters disrespect Rolly. I'm glad he came out on top. And like I said, Rolly should go to the WWE when he's done fighting. I think he'll have a lustrous career. Give himself like a. He'd probably have to work on his talking a little bit, you know. But I mean, he could do it. He could do it. I just speak what's on my mind. That's all, bro. That's all. You know, people take it personal all the time. I get it. You take it personal. But I mean, I've been doing this for such a long time now. And it's like, what are you gonna say about me? What? What is somebody gonna say about me? What can they say? I don't hide who I am. I don't hide how I feel. I could care less about the money. I'm not even at 1,000 subscribers. I'm already monetized. Don't give a fuck about that either. I mean, I do it because I want to do it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna speak on shit that I feel like is like weird to me. But then again, you know what? I will admit, like, that's a fault of mine, though. That's a fault of mine, HOD. And you know what? The military did that to me, bro. I'm not gonna put the blame on but it did. It's a large part of it is the military, bro. A large part of it is the military, bro. This shit changed me, bro. It changed who I am as a person, bro. I was never like this, bro. I was never like this. But that's what they do, man. They literally destroy who you are and turn you into a different person. I think it was for the better, but still, I think it's a mixture of all that. I just say what I feel whenever, bro. I'm also the type of dude where it's like, I don't like bullies. I don't like people, you know, jumping on people. I stick up for people that I feel like can't stick up for themselves. It's just how I've always been. But I will tell you, like, that shit is a little bit weird with the BTFB thing right there, bro. Dude was damn near almost crying because Devin said, I'll give you an interview. Like, damn. Like, and then he's like, do y'all know what this means? Do y'all really know what this means, y'all? Devin's got millions of followers. Do you know what that means? I'm like, yeah. Like, bro, you sit there and you suck this man off 24/7. The least he could do is take you on a date, bro. That's all he's doing. He's like, yeah, this guy talks about me 24/7, every damn day, every damn second of every damn year. The least I could do is give this brother a 20-minute interview. I mean, that's what he's doing. It's like life career altering. It's like, you know what? I'm making fun of it, but you know what? That's kind of fucked up because that's like the highlight of his life, bro. I thank you, Jesus, bro. I thank you, Jesus. I do not glaze men, bro. Thank you so much. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I couldn't live with myself, bro. Oh my, I thank you, Father. I don't know. It's suspect to me, man. If that's the highlight of your life, bro, oh my goodness. Brother, your priorities is a little bit oh my goodness, bro. Oh, he a veteran too, so they probably messed him up too. But damn, he must have got the raw end of the stick. No, I don't go. I don't put out content enough, Hawker. I don't put out content enough. Look, I'll prove it to you. So every time, like every time I did a week straight, there's been weeks where I put out an edited video every week, Hawker, right? Every time I do that, I get like 10. It's not a lot, but I get 10, but I don't care about that, so I don't do it. I don't do it as much, is what I'm saying. All you got to do is put out content, bro. Just put out content. That's it. I even know the formula to that. I don't put out content. Look at my lives. They're so sporadic, bro. I do one or two, and then I'm off for like a week or two. Look at my videos. Look at my edited videos. Oh my, yo, I drop them hardly. I do once a month, once every 2 months. You're not gonna grow like that. So I know why I don't get subscribers. It's my fault. But that's really, I don't care about that, bro. Look, if I really wanted to, Hucker, the moment I got monetized, right? The moment I got monetized, I could have just stuck with shorts. It's probably the easiest way to do. And I got a desktop camera over here on this PC that actually automatically does all the editing. Well, not all the editing, but it converts anything that you record, right? Anything that you record, it exports it already onto like a TikTok formula. So it takes away all the, like, not the whole editing, but the format and stuff. It saves a lot of time. It's a streaming type of camera I bought. Hardly ever use it. But if I really wanted to, I just do shorts all day. So it's my fault why I don't have subscribers. I know. Really, a lot of these guys, I give them mad respect because of the hustle that they put in. They do it every day. They hustle. I'll never take that away from anybody. I will never. I'm not a hater. I don't take nothing away from anybody. However, I work and I have a life and I do other. I'm not saying they don't have a life. I don't want to put words in people's mouth. I have other things I attend to, and it's not always the same. You know what I mean? It's not always the same thing every day. So it really hurts me because my schedule is not the same every week. So I'm at a disadvantage. I'm at a huge disadvantage. Add that in with sometimes I get these flare-ups. I have a condition. Sometimes that flare-up will put me down, bro. It'll put me down for like 3-4 days. Then on top of that, like, ever since last year, I've been trying to do more social activities, bro. Like, I found myself becoming just social media all the time, and I don't want to live my life online, but it's kind of impossible to do, actually. It's impossible to do. Even the people that don't live their life online find themselves online. I went to where did I go? It was like last month I went somewhere, right? And and I went there, and you would expect to see everybody, eating at the barbecue and doing. Everyone was on their phones. Everyone was on their phones. It's like everyone just got out there, and 50% of the people were on their phones instead of chilling and doing whatever. That's the world we live in. Everyone's connected through the phone. Yeah. I be seeing your comments, OG. OG got mad. I saw the one where you got yo, OG looked frustrated, bro. OG looked frustrated. OG came into my last live. He came into my last live, and I remember him popping up out of nowhere, and he put like, it's becoming harder and harder to catch these lives. Like, because I was like 3:30 in the morning. Like one at 2:30 in the morning. I'm telling you, man, I'm spontaneous as hell. Don't depend on me for hell no. You ain't never gonna see me do a Monday through Friday 9 to 4 stream, bro. Never. I can't do it, bro. I can't even guarantee you that, bro. I can't. I can't. I can't. And on top of that too, you know what I noticed too? Like, I'm real hard on myself, bro. Real hard on myself. It's not talking to myself. It's not talking to myself. I'm not gonna say like I'm because that's gonna come off weird. Like I'm like I got multiple personalities, or like I'm schizophrenic or something. No. It's like I have these thoughts in my head sometimes, and I criticize myself. So, like, for instance, if I go live 3 days in a row and I drop the link 3 days in a row, I'll say to myself, don't drop the link the next time you go live. And it's like I'm telling myself that because in my mind, I'm like, well, I don't want people to only watch me because I dropped the link. Because I see a lot of channels, right? Like, I think there are certain channels out there that most of the subscribers don't watch them for them. They watch them because they're waiting for them to drop the link. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like I pay attention to little stuff, bro. I really do. Like I've seen some channels where nobody's really watching or nothing like that, or they got a low count, but as soon as they drop the link and people start, then the viewer count comes up, right? And it's because they're waiting to see people jump on, and that's what. But when the person's on, when the person's talking by themselves, nothing, hardly anything. And I'm like, well, that's why I know the people that the low subscribers watch me for who I am, you know what I mean? Because I purposely am the type of person, I will literally, like, if I think you're watching me for any other reason than to watch me, I will purposely do something to get you the fuck out of here. Like if I feel like you don't like me and I find out that there's something you don't like, I will do that. Like the one time I did a stream where I was criticizing Crawford, right? And I forgot what happened, but I woke up the next day and I shit you not, bro, like 15 people unsubscribed, bro. And I went, oh yeah. I same subject for like four lives in a row, bro. 4 lives in a row. I said, good. Let me weed these motherfuckers out, bro. Let me get them all out of here. Let me get these sensitive dudes out of here. I just did the same shit. If I felt like you didn't like that and that's why you left, then good. I'm gonna do it again. And then I'm gonna do it again. And then I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it one more time just to make sure that I got you out of here. I'm telling you, bro, my mind is crazy as hell, bro. My mind is crazy as hell. I be like arguing with myself with stupid shit. What about him? What about him? What happened? He did yeah, he didn't end up fighting. Right? Was that the last time he was here? Yeah, Keyshawn, man, Keyshawn's an embarrassment, bro. Embarrassment. Then he tried to lie, bro. Yo, Keyshawn, remind me, bro, how you gonna sit there? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. He pissed me off, man. He pissed me off, bro. He really got me upset, bro. And it was even worse too, because the day before I was praising him and saying I think he's a good. I still think he's a good fighter, but still, bro, nah, that shit is uncalled for, man. What he did, wow, that's uncalled for, bro. Then on top of that, bro, like I really lost respect for Keyshawn, bro. Number one, you didn't even try to make weight, bro. That to me, that is like, I got mad when Ryan did it, bro. Hey, look, HLD. Look, HLD. Rich is telling you, bro. I didn't even see this. What's going on, Rich? Yeah, I remember when you told him that. Oh, yeah, this shit is old. It's like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, man. When Keyshawn did that, bro, you know, I lost respect for him. And that goes to show you how fair I am, bro. How fair I am. Because just the day before, I was like, I think he's the best at 135 and everything, right? And then he turned around and did what he did. I don't care who you are, bro. I do not care whether I like you or not, bro. You disrespect the sport or you do some fuckboy shit like that, bro, I lose respect, bro. I don't care. You're T.O., Keyshawn, I don't care. Like, literally, the main event was canceled. Because this guy can't even make weight or didn't even attempt to make weight. Then, you know what I mean? And then jumping somebody, bro. That is. Then lie about it too. Then he lied about it. He went on X the next day and said, I ain't jumped nobody. Bro, we saw the video, bro. And on top of that, how did this dude magically get a thing on his head? How did he magically get a thing on his head, bro? And turns to find out that dude Albright he's a good brother. He's a good dude. He's a genuine dude. Genuine dude, bro. Does he even have any losses? Not here, Albright. So he's got two. He's got one to yo. So the Keyshawn Davis fight, the one that was a no contest, was against Nahir Albright. Is that the one where he smoked weed? That's the one where he smoked weed, right? Damn, bro. I mean, weed ain't even a performance enhancement drug, bro. If anything, weed make you slower, man. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Like, if it was cocaine, okay. If it was like methamphetamines, okay. Weed? Nah. Weed give you the munchies, and for some people, get you a little anxiety up, but I don't know. I've never heard nobody go, man, I'm gonna smoke this weed before I fight. Yeah. I'm gonna be on point. Never. Never. Hold on, man. Before I get out of here, if somebody wants to say, hey, HOD, if you want to say something, brother, or anybody, I'm about to get off in a little bit though, bro. I ain't gonna I'm not gonna stream the main event. Chief Funky said, you want to see Haney versus what'd he say? He called this main event Haney versus Kambosos 3. I don't even like Richardson Hitchens either, but there's a different reason for him. Yeah. G Funky called it. G Funky called this fight. He said, Shadow, you ready to see Haney versus Kambosos 3? I thought about it too. It's like, oh, Richardson Hitchens. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Richardson Hitchens is more textbook. Huh? It should, yeah. Well, Richardson Hitchens is more, he's more textbook. He's more, you know what I mean? So one thing I'll give Devin is this. Look, man, one thing I'll give Devin really credit on is this. And I know I know what you're gonna say, Tycho. I ain't trying to hear that shit, but I'm being honest. When Devin Haney applies himself, when he's fucking locked in and actually comes there to fight, he's not bad, Tycho. He's not. It's just too far in between. It's too far in between. He's I don't know what it is. So like the beginning of the Ryan fight, well, that didn't take long, but like the Lenoris fight, the Loma fight for somewhat, right? There's been other JoJo a little bit, right? A little bit. Pro Gray a little bit, right? When he's locked in, he's like when he's Devin Haney is in a what is the word, like an enigma, a conundrum or something like that. He's rare because it's like, I'll never think this kid will duck you, right? Like he'll sign a contract, he'll fight you. Let me take that back. Listen to what I'm saying. He'll sign the contract. He'll do the press conference. He'll make weight. He won't duck you in that aspect. But then the bell rings. And it's like, why'd you do all that then? Like, why did you do all that? But he don't look like the type that'll like, it's weird to me, bro. I don't know. Am I the only one that sees it like this? It's like, if you're gonna fight somebody, right? I'm just gonna give you a plain example. Let's say we're in school, two people about to fight, right? Two people about to fight. You're about to fight me, or I'm about to fight somebody else, right? All you do is hear me every fucking class period, every period. I'm like, man, I'm gonna beat this dude's ass, bro. Watch when I see him. Watch what I see him. Watch what I'm gonna do to him. Watch what I'm gonna do to him. Watch. Oh, y'all see. Oh, y'all gonna see me put hands on him. Watch what I do to him. Watch what I do to every period now. You're seeing me say, yo, watch what I do to him, bro. Yeah, watch. Oh man, he's done. He's done. Watch when that bell rings, bro. Watch after school. I don't talk to all that shit. So now everyone's like, damn, Shadow gonna beat his ass, right? And then the bell rings. And then we get out back, and I'm just like, just being evasive and shit. Like, not even really fighting. Like, you would look at me like, what is that? That is what he does. Y'all think I'm bullshit, and I'm not. That's what he does, bro. And the fights where he does do something, he only gets clocked one time. That's it. Off to the races. I don't want to see that shit, bro. Somebody said it when I started the live. Who said it? Let's see if I can find the old. Somebody said they counted a fight where he had more clinches than he did punches. Dead ass. Somebody said that at the beginning of the live. They counted he had more clinches than he did punches. The no running rule, I don't even know if I agree with that, because how are you going to implement it? I don't think you can even implement that, bro. I don't think you can. It's kind of biased. Dead ass, bro. Bro, listen, anytime you hear Jim Lampley going at you, bro, Tycho, come on, man. Jim Lampley's like the nicest guy. Yo, I saw what's his name? I didn't even see the interview. I saw a clip it on the short. I saw Tim Bradley on Coach's channel. I think Coach is Malachi doing these sit-down interviews now. All I saw was a clip. And Tim Bradley's like, bro, Bill, your son is done, bro. Stop it. Stop it. And I don't think, and Tycho, how do you feel about the whole Devin Haney T.O. thing? I don't think it's fair to T.O. in a way where it's like, where it's like you know why a person doesn't want to fight that style given the circumstances, right? And then people will try to flip it around like he's scared. I mean, like, come on, bro. You know that's not true. You know that's not true. I saw Canelo today with a shirt on that said "Easy Money." Was it today or whatever? I still can't believe Crawford is fighting Canelo, bro. I still can't believe it. I mean, come on, bro. It's like when I see something, what do you expect me to say if I see something like that? Like, what do you expect me to say? Come on, bro. Come on, man. I'm not afraid. Right? Wanted to fight Crawford, wanted to fight Boots, right? So I'm not afraid to get shot, but please don't smack me. Please don't smack me. Oh, you could shoot me all day. Yeah, you could shoot me. Just don't smack me. That's what that sounds like to me. Like, yeah, oh yeah, you could drop me off in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean without no light vest on. I'll swim my way back. But I don't want to swim in your backyard, though. Your backyard swimming pool, though. What that sounds like to me. Literally, it's what that sounds like to me. Uh, do you ever go on the Spaces thing? The Spaces on X? Do you ever go on there? T.O. was on there the other day and was saying people was lying on him. Yeah, I saw. What was it, yesterday or the day before? I wish I was home because I wanted to record it. You can record Spaces and use them. You can, right? They won't. Yeah, he was on X. To was on X. Yeah, he started off. He did like a Spaces thing, and he didn't say any names. He didn't say any names. He just said people lying on him for views. It's what he said. That's what he said. So huh? There must be a way to do it. Like record past ones, Tycho? I'm talking about like a Spaces that already happened. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. They record it. Hold on. They record it, then post it, or have a way of retrieving old shit. Yeah, I wanted to record it because, like I said, he was on there. He didn't really. I mean, it was sort of like one of those things where you got to like read in between the lines, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about what's been going on in regards to Devin and everything. He was hold on. Hold on a second. And then put over here. Let me see. This one. Uh Hold on, let me see. Um, hold on. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. I think it was. Man, I had gotten I got I got bit today, bro. Hold on one second. Let me see. I don't know if it's getting like a allergic reaction. Okay, hold on. No, I can't find it, bro. The fact that Turkey seems the fact that Turkey agreed on a three-fight deal with Tio, and then when David was presented, Turkey changed up the pre-fight purse. Tio said, "Fuck that, I ain't gonna fight." Uh, yeah, but I believe it was the money though, right? I believe it was the money. I only heard a little bit of what he was saying, but what it sounded like to me was he had a three-fight deal, right? And then Turkey, I think where Turkey made the mistake at, right? Turkey made a mistake in thinking that he knew what was going to happen. That's where Turkey made his mistake at. Turkey automatically thought Ryan was going to win. Turkey thought Ryan was going to win. He thought that Devin did win, but I think he probably thought something different was going to happen, Psycho. So and so he had it go in his own way, right? That's why he was promoting it the way that he was, right? And then when Ryan lost, he probably looked at it like, well, okay, I'll have Devin fight To, but I don't want to pay him the same. And it's like, can you blame him though? But then that's not To's fault though. That's like me saying to you, Tycho, okay, Tycho, we got a 3-fight deal. I'm gonna pay you. I'm just throwing a number out there. I'm gonna pay you $1 million each fight, right? But however, I am anticipating you to fight Shadow, right? If he wins his fight. Now I lose my fight. So now he's like, all right, well, Shadow lost. You could fight somebody else, but I'm not going to pay you the same. I'm paying you less, but I'm only paying you less because look who you're fighting. Still, you shouldn't be the one to be penalized. You see what I'm saying? Like you did what you're supposed to do. Teal did what he was supposed to do. Teal shouldn't be penalized for that. But I don't blame Turkey either. Like after how that shit turned out, like he'd be stupid. He'd be stupid to pay fucking, you know what I mean? Pay that much after you just saw something like that. I don't know. Maybe people don't understand that people pay for pay-per-views, and you know what I mean? When you pay like, now that was only like 20 something dollars, $20-$30, right? But just imagine. Like imagine if that was an $80 pay-per-view, right? And you know that if TO was to fight Devin, how much you think they're gonna charge? Unless Turkey's doing it, right? If Turkey does it, it might be lower, but let's say Turkey doesn't do it, and I don't know, Eddie Hearn or somebody does it, or fucking, I don't know, To. See, I can't. The one thing, I'll be honest, I don't even know if To still with Top Rank or not. Like he had a PBC hat on and everything. I don't know if Turkey bought his contract out. I don't know. One day he's got the PBC hat on, and then To over here is saying crazy shit about the Turk, like, but apparently he said that about the Turk because of what had happened and everything, but My whole thing is like the man shouldn't be penalized when he wasn't the one that ran, bro. He wasn't the one that ran. He did what he was supposed to do. So you should give him, you should keep your deal. Yeah, I agree. You should keep whatever deal you made with him is the deal that you should keep. If anybody, I think HOD said it correctly. Of course, you expect HOD to say it, but it does make sense, Tycho. It does. If anything, don't take his money. Take fucking, lower the other guy's money, bro. Lower his money. I got to get out of here anyway, bro. It's getting kind of late, and I gotta. You can make a deal, then change up. Yeah. That's true. And yeah, until should learn how to speak better, bro. He should learn how to speak better. Like, what did he expect to happen? When he said that. No, I know that. I know that part. I'm just saying, you know, a lot of these guys think like kids still, man. And they say shit on X, and then they turn around and they delete it, and you don't understand. Like, once you say something online, bro, it's out there. You can't take it back. Not especially if you're a famous person. 9 out of 10, somebody clipped it. You know, and yo, like I said, I've been seeing some documentaries in regards to the people in Saudi, bro. Like, you got like dumb people. They have so much money, they can do anything they want. Anything. Anything. Making you disappear is not hard for these people, bro. I'm just saying. When you got that much money, bro, like, making someone disappear is crazy. I'm not saying it will go that far. I'm just saying he's got that type of money, bro. He's got that type of money where he could just, make Shadow act like I never wasn't, like I like I never existed. But anyway, bro, I gotta head out of here, bro. Y'all have a blessed day, bro. I'll probably go live tomorrow, man. See what happens, bro. Take care, man.